of the Audit Committee, November 13, 2018. Roll call.
Treasurer Chung, Ms. Sotelo,
Present.
Mr. Gunning.
Present.
Chairman, we have a quorum.
Okay. Has everyone had a chance to look at the minutes?
Yes, and I have no changes or additions.
Great. If there's no objection, how about we approve as distributed?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Item number 3, comments. As all of you know, by charter, statute, we're supposed to meet twice a year. Mm-hmm. This is usually the typical meeting for the Housing Finance Fund audit, but we're delayed. I think this is the second year in a row this has happened now. Or we know last year we waited but got it done in November, and this year we don't have it. But Lori, why don't you catch us up on where we are with the audit?
Oh, right now, we're currently waiting for the pension and the other post-employment report from the State Controller's Office. In communications with them, they plan on having that report released in mid-October. At that time, we will take the information that is given to us, review it, make the appropriate recording into the general ledger, and then complete the financial statements.
Did we receive that in mid-October, now that it's November?
I'm sorry, mid-November.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Glad you're here. Thanks.
Are you here? I think, are you here?
Yeah, this year it's on
This one?
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hello, Mr. Schaefer.
No, you're good.
So you anticipate I'm sorry, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
You anticipate receiving it mid-November?
Mid-November,
And
with
how-
no date certain right
With no
now.
date
So we did attempt to get a date from the Controller's Office with no success. They just repeatedly stated that it would be available mid-November.
And so all other aspects of the audit have been completed?
Yes.
We're just waiting on that.
Just for the 2 items, the pension and the other post-employment benefit calculations and recordings.
Good, Tim, we were just recognizing we haven't got the information from the Controller's Office for the audit, but expect it soon. And then we also approved the minutes, but I'd ask if you had any changes or.
No, I did check with Deputy Brown, and he agrees the minutes are in order, but I didn't need to do that anyway.
Okay, so, excellent. Good, with that, let's move on to item 4, review and discussion of my home, or items A through D. Go ahead, Lori.
Okay, so what we do have available today are the other reports that Clifton Larson Allen does come in and provide services on. So specifically on the AUP, these agreed upon procedures are determined by the agency to be procedures we like perform in 4 different programs. We have our My Home Assistance Program. This agreed upon procedures is performed yearly, and as a result, we are having Clifton Larson Allen verify that each one of the loans in their sample has been funded appropriately according to the program guidelines, and that the borrower was eligible, that they meet all the criteria. And they did do this with a large sampling of loans this year. And of the, I think we funded close to a little over, let me see, 7,000 My Home loans this year for a total of 70 million. Their results are stated in the report as being sufficient, that each one of them that they looked at was properly funded. Moving on to the financing adjustment factor, this AUP is done every 3 years as required by the program. And there is a schedule contained in the report that actually outlines the loans that still remain under the program, which are on the top half of the report or that schedule. And then the ones that we're still providing a subsidy interest rate payment to yearly. And it's anticipated that there's enough money for this program through the terms on the agreements, as we have the latest, the last subsidy payment due sometime in 2033. So there's about $18 million in the account as of today, and we made a payment of about close to $1 million last year. So this goes out beyond the 2033 timeframe. As far as the Fannie Mae document custodian AUP, we sold approximately 6,000 loans to Fannie Mae back in 2006. We currently have about 1,800 of those loans still being serviced by the agency for Fannie Mae. And as part of the servicing, we are the document custodian, meaning that we have to maintain all the notes in a secure vault, make sure that the notes are released upon satisfaction of the loan. And this is a requirement that Fannie Mae has in their Fannie Mae document custodian guidelines. So auditors come in, test 150 loans, make sure that all the notes are there. And we will continue this AUP going forward as long as we still have loans outstanding. For the insurance fund, this is the AUP that we agreed to change from the full-blown audit to just certain procedures done yearly. As a recap, I know that, I'm sorry, there weren't the financial statements included in the report, but that's something that they cannot attach. They can only provide, the results of the audit procedures in the report. And as of 2017, we still had claims payable of about $44.7 million. What came into the fund that year was close to $4.3 million. And we lowered the claims payable by about a little over, or close to $1 million between 2016 and 2017. But there's still a significant amount of claims outstanding or claims payable for that fund.
Is that it?
I think do you have any questions about any of the reports?
Any questions?
I have a couple of questions. Back to the, I'm sorry. Back to the, I will note that it's great to see that, auditors' reports are always so dry, right? They say, but, it's good that our performance is doing so well and that there are no exceptions noted on most of these reports, so I really appreciate that. So I think staff should be commended for the good work. On the FAF program, is the money that's coming back, it's more of a programmatic question, is that program income to the agency, the money that's coming back? Or is that just recycled back into the program?
If I can answer.
Yes.
It's recycled back in and it's used to subsidize the interest payments.
It's used to subsidize the interest payments, okay. Is there any point in time in which it will become program income?
I'm unsure
Okay.
of that.
Okay. It's just, it's a significant amount and I wasn't sure how that was gonna work. And then I guess the same question goes to what we're doing with the Fannie Mae program. As it burns off and our guarantee burns off, does that then become released again to the agency?
Well, those loans are owned by Fannie Mae. We're only servicing, so we're only earning the servicing income.
I'm sorry, my question was whether we
okay.
get an administrative fee off of servicing those loans. And is it enough to recover our cost of actually servicing those loans?
I believe the terms of the Fannie Mae deal was that we did receive par during that sale. And as a condition, we would service the loans until there are no longer any loans in the.
So does the audit
loans are paid off.
report look at whether or not it is economically beneficial for us to continue that servicing? Or since we've already committed to it, we're just gonna
We're
continue to do it?
contractually
Okay,
obligated
regardless of
to
whether-
provide the servicing. And just to note that this Fannie Mae document custodian, that whole concept came up after 2006. It's just a recent requirement for us to be audited each year.
Does the cost of the auditing get,
Wrapped up in.
wrapped up back into the agreement or paid by Fannie?
No, it is not.
No.
It's paid by the agency.
Paid by the agency. Okay. So, I don't know, Mr. Chairman, if it's an appropriate place to ask these programmatic questions, but maybe we can just follow up, on a non-audit, report and just understand the program a little bit better. We are doing so well in terms of the break-even efficiencies, where we recover costs for programs that we administer. It just would be nice to understand that on all the programs.
Did you get that, Lori?
Yes, yes.
If you just respond back and we'll share answer to those
Well,
questions.
it's because we received par in 2006 for the loans, when they weren't necessarily maybe worth the full amount that was outstanding.
Right.
So as a condition of receiving par, we provide services.
But at some point, it doesn't.
It
Pay off
doesn't make
anymore, right?
sense, but
Okay, thank you.
Tim, you okay?
I'm good.
Great. That being said, any other comments? Good, all right, now's the time where we look for any public comment from the public. Not hearing or seeing anyone wishing to comment, ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second,
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, we stand adjourned.